welcome to another Deggers fishing video. It's June the 15th. I'm really excited. It's time to get back out on the rivers. I have been out on lakes a little bit, had a few tench, a few carp, even a few sturgeon, but always excited to get back out on the rivers. Now I'm on a stretch of the River Severn. I've never seen this stretch before, so obviously I've never fished here before. It's quite overgrown. At the moment I've just arrived. I'm walking the stretch with my Deeper Pro Plus just to have a look at the pegs and some of the depths, and once I've done that, then I'll make a decision where I'm going to fish, and then I'll come back to you. See you later. Right, well, I've now chosen a swim. I've walked the whole stretch. Unfortunately, my Deeper Pro Plus is not connecting with my phone, so I've not been able to get a good judge of the depth. A lot of the stretch has got clearly streamer weed, so I don't think it's that deep. And I did bump into a couple of anglers and got some good information from them, and they've confirmed that it isn't really that deep. Probably 3, 4, 5 feet is probably the normal depth. I managed to choose a swim that's right at the very end of the stretch. It's probably the most difficult swim to get to, but it just looks to me like it could be a good swim. And there are anglers in 1 or 2 of the other swims that look decent as well. So this is the swim. So I don't know if you can see up above me now, but up here the water's quite ripply, and it's obviously quite shallow up there, and there's quite a lot of weed. And then below me down there again, it's very shallow. You can see the water rippling on the rocks, and there's probably weed just above that as well. And then just in front of me here, it looks really smooth, so I'm pretty confident that this is just a little bit deeper here, and this might just hold fish. So I'm gonna fish here. I'm going to put one probably out into the middle over here somewhere to my right, and one probably a little bit closer in, sort of down here somewhere. I'm going to fish probably just 15mm boilies and PVA bags on the first night. I mean, obviously I can't fish now till 12 o'clock, so I need to get myself set up. First fish of the new season. I don't think it's going to be particularly big. Didn't exactly tear off, it's more of a nodding on the end, but I'll take it. Missed the net. In we go. In we go. There we go. First fish of the new season. There we go. First fish of the new season, a chub. Don't know what that is. £2, £2.5 maybe. I'm not going to weigh it or photograph it. I'm going to get it back. But yeah, nice start. Well, we've literally just put that chub back, and now we have another fish. This one was a little bit more of a run, though it doesn't feel particularly heavy, so I'm guessing it's probably another chub. Or is it yeah, there we go. Another chub, but this one looks a better size. Right, give that a quick rest, and then we'll have a look at it. Okay, now we've still got the chub, which we've not had a proper look at yet, and the other rod's gone. So this one is either in a weed bed or he feels interesting. Feels a bit heavier. Yeah, it's taking a bit of line. This one could be a barbel. Could be the first barbel of the new season. There it is. There it was. There it goes. Ah, there's a bit of weed as well. That's probably adding to the weight. There it is. In that net with that chub. Oh, get in. Get in. There we go. Barbel and a chub. Right, we'll sort those out and we'll have a look at them. Okay, so I've got a bit of a problem with my light that I normally use at the moment. Its battery's flat, so I won't be able to hold the fish up and show it properly, but that's the barbel, £7.9. Not massive, but still very welcomed. Right, let's get it back. Right, here's that chub. It's £4.6. As I say, I've got a bit of a problem with the light at the moment, but still, nice chub that, £4.6. Right, I'm going to get it back anyway. The chubby. There it is, probably a couple of pound. I'm not going to weigh it or photograph it. I'm going to put it back. We'll say it's £2. There it comes. Looks like a little chubby. Another little chubby. It is another little chub. Another chub that's about £2-ish. We'll get that unhooked and get it back. Let's get that let in if we can. There we go. Yep, seems to be a lot of these about £2. Might be a bit more than £2, but that sort of weight. Again, I'm not going to bother weighing it, and I'm just going to get it back. We've definitely got a fish on here. It's now only just gone 4:30, so a chub at 4, a chub at 4:20, and now this one's gone off at 4:30. Another chubby. It's a very chubby place. Lots of chub. Right, here's that little chub. There it is. Not massive, £2.10. But thought I'd show you this one, as most of them have just gone straight back. Right, we'll get it back. Morning. Well, it wasn't too bad a first night of the season. Ended up with 6 chub and 1 barbel. Fishing was steady from about 1:30 to 4:30. I caught all the fish. I had some line bites between 12 and 1:30, and there was clearly some activity, but it took to 1:30 before the first fish arrived. And about 6 o'clock this morning it felt like another chub, but it went in a snag just in front of the peg actually, which I hadn't realised was there, so I lost that one. It was a bit of a messy night, to be honest. I realised yesterday that my Deeper Pro Plus wasn't working, so I didn't really know the depth of the swim. And then last night I ended up with a chub and a barbel at the same time, and I realised the sort of camping light that I used to light up the fish when I show them to the camera was dead. Fortunately I've got some power packs and I've charged it up now. And then I caught the tree above me, ended up snapping the line on that. So yeah, it was a bit of a messy night, but overall still pretty good. It's now sort of 7:30 in the morning. I'm having my coffee. I'm about to have my pot noodle for breakfast. I've only got one rod out at the moment. The other one, when it cracked off in the snag just in front of me, I've just left it to the side here. I'll have to set that one up in a bit. But I don't expect there'll be a lot of action during the day anyway, so yeah, all good. I'm going to fish all day here and then tonight as well, and then potentially move to another peg tomorrow, so catch up with you later. Right, well it's now sort of 10:30, it's bright and sunny. So what I've done is I've put a ground bait feeder on, 8mm pellet on a size 12, that's a running. So now it's in the daytime, I'm not going to put both rods out on boilies. I'm just going to try casting this quite frequently. Having an 8mm pellet and a smaller hook just means I'm more likely to pick up fish. I mean, it could be a decent roach on that, or you know, anything really. So yeah, I've just put it out once, and within seconds the end was banging like there was something on the end, but there wasn't. So I'm going to put this out again, and I'm going to keep casting it quite regularly just out in front of me, and see if we can build up a bit of bait there, maybe some fish. That's it. Just keep casting it there every 10 minutes, and we'll see what happens. So fishing was surprisingly good during the day, despite the high temperatures and sunshine overhead. I did manage to catch quite a few fish. Now I didn't record them all, and I'm not going to try and show you too many, but here is a sample of some of the fish that I did manage to catch during the day. So that was only the third cast with that. And there we go. One little chub. Hooked nicely in the side of the mouth. There we go. One little chub. There we go. Our friend the bream. A lively bream. Yeah, I don't know what that is, couple of pounds. Yeah, well I'm not going to weigh him anyway, we'll get him back. This one's a nice roach. So yeah, that's a decent roach. I'm not going to weigh it, but yeah, it's a good size roach. And as I said, that's the beauty of using 8mm pellets. You know, I've just literally had a roach, a bream and a chub, one after the other. So yeah, a bit of damage there from something that's tried to bite it. Right, we'll get it back. But another roach, but this one's a good size roach. There you go. £1.5. It's a nice size roach, that is. Here's that bream. Could even be more than £3 actually. Oh. It's yeah, chunky little bream. Could be more like £4. Anyway, in this weather we want to get them back as quick as we can. Well, this is that roach that I just caught, and it's a big one. £1.14. Not quite the magical £2. I've never caught a £2. In fact, I think 1.14 equals my PB. But yeah, 1.14. That is a clonking roach. Must be some big roach here. That's a £1.5 and a 1.14. Right, we'll get it back. Right, well here's that chub. Not massive. £2.12. But another chub. Lost count how many chub I've had now. I'll have to have a look at my in my phone. But yeah, another chub. Lot of chub here, isn't there? Just need some more barbel, really. There's loads of house martins on the far bank. You probably won't be able to see them on the video, but yeah, there's a lot of house martins in and out the bank over there. Beautiful setting. There's some sheep feeding over there. The sun's shining, the fish are biting. It's just glorious to be back on the rivers. Absolutely love it. Here's the fishy. It's pulling back. Most of the day's fish haven't. Bloody flies everywhere. In the net. In that net. Get in that net. Right. We'll give that a minute. Particularly the bloody flies. Okay, here's that little barbel. And it is a near little one. Look at that. £3.13. Still very welcome. It's only the second one we've had. But yeah, only a little one. Right, we'll get it back. This one's just shot off. It's definitely coming from the end. Doesn't feel like it's fighting very much there. Like we've not caught enough chub. Yeah. Another chub. There we go. It's a couple of pound. I'm not going to be weighing that, but yeah, and we'll get it straight back. GoPro start recording. It feels heavy-ish. I think it's probably in a weed bed or something. Fighting back. No, come back. What a fight this barbel's put up. This is why we go barbel fishing. Bloody hell, it's been it's reeded me up a few times. Bloody gnats are getting in my throat. Still can't get it in. Oh, where's it going now? Oh, he's in. He's in Andy's net. Whew, what a fight that was. What a fight that was. Right, well here's that barbel. There it is. £7.12. Nice fish. Put up a hell of a fight that did. I mean, I think it went through a couple of weed beds, and yeah, having lost one not long ago as well, it was really nice to get this one in. Thank you, mate. Right, well, let's get it back out there and get the rod back out. Morning. Just finishing my coffee. Well, that's me done. I've done a night and a half and a day on this particular session on the River Severn, and I've got to be honest, I really enjoyed being back on the river. Really enjoyed it. First night I had, was it 7 fish, 6 chub and 1 barbel. The chub were all small except for one that was 4.6 and the barbel was 7.9. And then once it got light at 4:30, it went quiet. I actually slept then when it went quiet because I didn't sleep between 12 and 4:30. Then about 10, half 10, I brought both rods in and then just put one back out, but put a feeder on, which I had ground baiting pellets in and an 8mm pellet on a size 12 hook. And I kept feeding that pretty consistently every 10-15 minutes, popping it out into the middle. And that attracted some fish. It was getting bites, it was going out, and the rod was pinging. And I caught 14 fish throughout the day, bream, chub and roach. All fairly small, except for one roach was 114, but the chub were all 2-pounders and the bream sort of 2 or 3-pounders as well, nothing really big. I didn't actually fish all day. I bought the rods out at lunchtime. I had to go back to the car, and then I had my lunch, and then about 6 o'clock I went to a local supermarket as well to get some more supplies. But yeah, it was a really good way of fishing during the day. I think if I had just left the boilies out all day, I probably wouldn't have had much, if any, action. So yeah, definitely was worth doing that. And then come 9:30, both rods are back out at dusk on boilies. Quite not really. I had 3 chub, all 2-poundish, and 2 barbel, one at 3.13 and one at 7.12. But I did lose a barbel as well. I'd actually got up at 2 AM to recast the rods and refresh the baits, and I was having a wee, and mid-wee one of the rods shot off, so I obviously couldn't get to it immediately. The fish managed to go downstream and into a weed bed, but it crossed the other rod, so I brought the other rod in, and whilst I was bringing the other rod in, it went on a second run, and I think it went from one weed bed to another one. So I picked it up and it's pretty solid. I've slowly increased the tension on the clutch and the pressure, and I managed to bring it out the second weed bed that it went into, I think. Then it was probably in between the weed beds and then back into the first one, and I couldn't shift it. I tried walking downstream, going upstream as much as I could, changing the angle high low, but couldn't get it out. And eventually I cranked up the pressure and the hook pulled. So the good thing is the fish didn't have a hook in its mouth and I didn't have to reset up. But yeah, lost that one. It was a shame. And then the other barbel, that's the 7-pounder, came about an hour later, and that also went downstream into a reed bed, but managed to get that one out. But overall, a really good session, really enjoyed it. Just great to be back out on the river. I'm going to pack up now and head off, so hopefully you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon. Hi, this is stage 2 to the season opening sessions. So this is another section of the River Severn. Now I have fished this section a couple of times before, not this particular peg, but I fished it a couple of times last season, so I've got a little bit of knowledge but not that much. So I'm going to give it a go. So a bit like yesterday, I'm going to start off with a little feeder and 8mm pellets and see if I can pick anything up, and then later on I'll switch to 2 rods and boilies. I'll show you the swim. This is the swim. So there's a nice sort of flow on the far side here, and that's where the depth is as well. Now I've not put my deeper through because, as I said yesterday, it's not working, but I have fished the peg above this one, and there's around 5 foot along there, and with that little bit of flow, that tends to be where the fish will be, so that's where I'll be fishing. So I'm going to get this rod out and see if we can pick up any bits before we get seriously barbel fishing later. Hopefully see you in a bit. As with the previous day, using the feeder during the day got me a few bites. Maybe not quite so many, but still it made the afternoon interesting and a few fish hit the bank. Here's just a couple of those fish. Not a very big fish, but it's the first fish from here. Jeez. And it's a rocho. It's a rocho. It's a rocho. There we go. There we go. Mr. Roach. Not a bad fish. Right, get it back. That's definitely going. We're in again. We're in again. Well, that bream's only gone back about 5-10 minutes ago. And we're in again. Could be another bream out. In the net. Again, that looks like it's a few pounds. Yeah, that's another 3 or 4 pound. Right, we'll get it back. Right, well, it's 9:15 now, so it'll be sunset in about 20 minutes. So I'll be getting this rod in that I've been using this afternoon with the feeder on, and getting that ready for night time, changing it over to a lead and getting a size 10 hook on ready for the boilies. This afternoon has been slow going. I've had about half a dozen fish in the end, just roach and bream, but it's a good way of spending the afternoon. You get lots of line bites and knocks and taps. We have had a lot of canoeists going up and down and body borders as well and stuff, so it has been quite hectic, and they all go through the swim on the far side, which probably doesn't help. But still, as I say, it's a good way of spending the afternoon. Beats watching just motionless rods sat there on boilies. So yeah, so it'll be dark soon. We'll get both rods out on boilies, and hopefully we might see a barbel or two later. Do you believe it? It's pouring with rain, and this one's got a fish on. But I think it's probably just a bream or something, because it was just nodding. Just what you want in the rain. Was it a chub? Oh, it's in the net anyway. Oh dear, what a time. Look at that, tiny little chub. Right, we're not going to be weighing that, we're just going to get it straight back and get out the rain. We definitely have, I would imagine, a barbel. Sounds of a roach. Where's he gone? Where's he gone? He's putting up a good fight. I'll bloody see. There he is. Oh, he's in. He's in that net. Oh. Oh. That's why we go barbel fishing. Explosive fights at 2 AM in the morning. Right, give us both a rest and then we'll have a look at it. Right, here's that barbel. It's not that big, but it's £5 3/8. There we go. Little torpedo of power. That put up a big fight for a £5. It really tried hard to get in the tree below me, but most welcome at 2 AM. Right, I'm going to get it back. We have we do another barbel. Look at the bend in that rod. He must be getting close. Oh, he's not happy about it. Come away from that tree. Come away from that tree. No, come away from the tree. Oh, you git. Oh. Oh, I need a knobbit. There he is. No, come back, come back, come back. Oh, this is a fight. This is a fight. Blimey now. Here he is. Here he is. No, I don't want to go in that net. He's going in it. He's in it. That looks a decent fish actually. Whew. Judging by that fight, it should be. Bloody hell. Well, this was a turn up for the books. This is a real nice fish. Real nice fish. Look at that one. Look at that. £11 one. That is a real whopper. And it fought really hard as well. Fought really hard. Look at that. £11 one. Very nice indeed. Right. Let's get it back then. Get the rod back out. So here's that fish. He's been resting quite a while now. I think he's okay to go back. Lovely big River Severn double. There he goes. Thanks for popping in. Get in. Morning. Well, that brings to an end my initial sessions for the season opening 2023. I gotta be honest, I've absolutely loved being back on the river. Just camping by the side of the river, watching nature go by, it's just catching fish, just brilliant, loved it. So I've done 2.5 nights and 2 days on 2 different sections of the River Severn. The first one was a new section to me, and I had 26 fish. I'm not going to go through them all. Lots of bream and roach and chub, particularly loads of chub. I think half of that 26 was chub, I think it was 13 chub. A couple of decent roach, 1.5 and 1.14, and 3 barbel, a couple of 7s and a 3. So not fantastic from a barbel point of view, but just very enjoyable. You know, fishing the feeder in the day with the 8mm pellets just kept bites coming all day, and then both nights I caught fish as well on boilies. So yeah, good session. And then I've moved to where I am now. This section of river I have fished before, but only a couple of times. I started fishing here last year, so I think I only did 3 sessions on the whole stretch. So I arrived yesterday afternoon. Again, stuck out the single rod and the feeder and the 8mm pellets. Had 3 bream and 3 roach, nothing particularly big, but again kept bites going, kept the time going during the afternoon. And then on the evening, 2 rods back out on boilies. I only had 4 fish during the night, 2 chub, not very big, £1, £2, and 2 barbel, 1.5 and 1 nice one at 11.1. So that was a good fish. That fought really hard. There's a tree just below me here, and God, did that try and get in that tree. That was some battle, that was. But I got it in, so that was good. I had a few liners, a couple of liners where they really get caught in the line, and it keeps going and going. It looks like a bite, but yeah. But overall, very enjoyable. As I said, really glad to be back out on the rivers. I'm now going to pack up, finish my coffee, and head off home and acquaint myself with my wife and daughter. It's Father's Day, so I'm going to go home and see my dad later as well. So yeah, tight lines. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you do. There'll be more to come this year. Cheers.